G'day, you're out and about with Dave. Your car and many cars have bash plates underneath them. For four-wheel drives, these bash plates take on a bit more of an important role. As you just saw in that video just now, the bash plates can copper caning and do. So what I'm going to show you now is what I've been up to with my car. So let's have a look at what a bash plate is for starters. There you go, that's a bash plate. As you can see, it's been bashed around and copped a bit of a caning. So when I first bought the Mazda BT50 four-wheel drive, I didn't think I really needed a bash plate. I wasn't going to go on those extreme conditions, nose diving into gunshot and things like that. But I think just in normal use, your bash plate cops a beating. But what's happened to me 2 years later, and taking my car for regular service up at Ipswich Mazda in Bundamba, is that they found some damage underneath with the high pressure, the intercooler hose at the bottom of the engine. The radiator's been pushed back. I thought there was heaps of air gap there, but there's not. The radiator's been pushed back and up, and I need to get some repairs done with the intercooler hose. So it's going to cost me a few dollars. And the usual story, with the benefit of hindsight, is that I'm now putting some Meteor bash plates in. But I've had a chat with Daniel at Ocam and out at Rockley and Oxley, and I'm just about to show you what we've got now, because Daniel's given me a bash plate, a 4mm thick steel that they fabricated up, and he's asked me to have a look at it and do this article and publish this post with you. So let's have a look at what we got. So here's the Ocam box, Ocam four-wheel drive. So let's have a look inside the box now and see what we've got. It's always exciting to open something up like this, but here's the two plates, the two bash plates, front and rear. So one's below the radiator, the other one's below the sump, and we'll unwrap those now. So it's pretty neatly wrapped up there and well protected. So there we have it, front and rear plates, and I find myself talking about how well wrapped they are, but let's not forget they are bash plates. So let's have a look at how they go on. And how easily. We'll take this one off first. I know I've taken this one a few times and rebashed it, but it'll be good to see how this one goes back on. See, there you have it, the old bash plate underneath the radiator, and that's the bash plate that goes under the sump. To get at those, it's best to remove that front panel, but there's not a bash plate for that I'm aware of. And in contrast, there's the new one going in, and the rear. Well, before I put it all back together, I suppose I should show you what we're talking about. This is the bottom hose here, this one, the high pressure intercooler hose. It's been rubbing on this shroud here behind the radiator, because this has been constantly moving around and bouncing and all that sort of stuff. So what they're going to do is replace that, bring the radiator down back to where it should be. Now it's good to see that the new bash plates come with brand new shiny bolts and everything else, so I'll replace out my old daggy ones with the new ones. Make it look all smick. So here you can see we have the rear plate on, all nice and shiny and new. Hopefully it stays that way, but as I've learnt, we all need bash plates, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this will stand up to what I give it. So there you have it. That's the new Ocam bash plates underneath Pedro the BT50, and I'm quite impressed with that. It went together so easily. All the holes were there. A little bit of slop in it, and the bolts and nuts and everything else. It was good, and I'm really looking forward to taking this out. That's new bash plates under Pedro, the BT50, and big thanks to Ocam and Daniel out at Rockley here in Queensland, and yeah, it should be good. The only thing I'd say to people outside of Melbourne, and perhaps even in Melbourne, is with this time around September into 2020, the COVID virus is creating some issues with supply and that sort of stuff, and delivery and storage and things. So give them a yell, have a look on their website, and have a chat to Ocam and see what they can do for you. But for the price, I've been putting this off because I didn't want to pay the many hundreds. Have a look at the website, you'll be impressed and you'll be surprised. And have a chat to them, really. I'm glad I did. Oh, and before I forget, if you've got a basic toolkit and a bit of an ability to put together some Lego pieces, it's not too hard to do it all. Just take it all off and keep an eye on how it went together, and all the plates just go neatly back into place. It's just over an hour it took me. I think the hardest part to it was actually lifting up the weight of the plates. They're about 16-17 kilos, but you assemble them in two halves, so it's not too bad. But if you've got an extra pair of hands, that wouldn't hurt. Well, until next time, and I'll show you that vlog, as I say, on how the radio is going to be fixed up. Catch you soon.